I'd like to point out that there is more than 115 more poems to read, and as I write more, that number only increases. And now I'm on to the actual poems that this channel was meant to read, and I'm going to let you in on a secret here. Although I said I wouldn't tell you which ones are in manuscript and which ones isn't, I'm going to point out that I am now starting the poems that are in the manuscript. However, I'm not going to tell you which ones aren't going to be in a manuscript, because I do write a lot of other poems as well. And without further ado, I love that word, well, that phrase, further ado. Anyway, as I was saying, without further ado, this one's called You're Mine. I hear the sound of falling rain, and a small spark in my heart becomes a flame. But it's a shame that Mum doesn't agree with it, but we are not to blame. In the end, being like this, she'll be nothing to me but just a name. We get funny looks based on our skin tone difference, and I don't care because I forgot my misery, and my heart opened up and started to bleed when you kissed me, because I know you're not the sort to judge me, and to my heart I give you this key. As long as you love me forever, I want you to agree. We may one day experience us two saying our goodbyes, but in this relationship I will never lie. And when this day comes, I think I might cry, and on the inside it'll be so painful that I'll die. But today I can't be any more alive. I beg and dream of the apathy that the Lord God bless me, even though everything I say is blasphemy. But you're mine, and it's not even derogatory. But I love you, and you can't blame me. But it's so obvious that one day I'll step over the line. But I apologise now in advance. But even so, we have plenty of time, so long as we can stand arm in arm, side by side, because you are the core of my pride, and that you sealed the cut through my heart, which was the only divide. As a footnote, I would also like to point out that this was about my Indian girlfriend, who is now my ex, unfortunately. And when I said we may one day experience us two saying goodbyes, but this relationship now shall never be based on a single lie. But when this day comes, I think I might cry. Them 3 lines were a load of crap, because firstly, we've said our goodbyes now. We are still friends, but we're not dating anymore. And when I said it will never be based on a single lie, that was also a load of crap, because I did lie to her about 3 or 4 times, but only to protect her. So in a way, it was, I lied and I was bad, but my bad behaviour was for good intents and purposes. And when I said that this day comes, I think I might cry, I never did cry, and on the inside it would be so painful that I'd die. Perfectly fine. I felt down, but at the time I felt down, but now I couldn't be any more alive again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the bit where I said Mum don't agree with it was because Mum was a bit against me going out with somebody who isn't white, and that's my little explanation for that poem. Because, well, here's what I'm going to do with certain poems that aren't as meaningful as they were at the time when I wrote them. I'll actually tell you about them and why I wrote them, and try and annotate them, sort of thing. But now this video's reached the 4-minute mark, and it's going over the time limit which you're meant to have, so I'm going to end it here. Again, thanks for listening.